trial, and other applications which were handled by the second trial judge, Honorable Lady Justice Grace Genye Masharia, also a judge of the Court of Appeal currently, which were not concluded until the 27th of February 2020. There's a bit of interruptions from some quarter. I took over hearing of this case on the 5th of July 2021, and in the course of the trial, a significant amount of time was taken in the determination of interlocutory applications. It is noteworthy that in the course of the trial, I had and determined a record 16 interlocutory applications. Another reason which contributed to delay in the conclusion of this case was a transfer of the trial judge in September of 2022 after hearing a total of 25 witnesses. Hearing of the case thereafter stalled and resumed about a year later on the 17th of July 2023 after the Honorable Chief Justice directed that I should continue trying the case to its conclusion. The counsels in this case are as follows. I think it is important to mention the legal team that represented the parties during the trial. When the trial started, the lead prosecution counsel was Learned Counsel Ms. Catherine Mwaniki, assisted by Learned Counsel Ms. Gekoi Geshohi and Learned Counsel Ms. Betsy Gekonyo. But in the course of the trial, Ms. Gekoi Geshohi took over the role of lead prosecution counsel, assisted by Learned Counsel Ms. Betsy Gekonyo and at times Mr. Alan Mulama. On the defense side, the first accused was represented by Learned Counsel Mr. Kioko Kilukumi, Senior Counsel, assisted by Learned Counsel Mr. Rogers Sarana and Learned Counsel Ms. Mwanzia. The second accused was represented by Professor Tom Ojeda, Senior Counsel, assisted by Counsel Mr. Uganda Meso and Learned Counsel Ms. Catherine Msando. The third accused was represented by Learned Counsel Mr. Elisha Ogoya and Learned Counsel Mr. Jack Oronga. But in the course of the trial, Mr. Ogoya dropped from the case, leaving Mr. Oronga to continue representation of the third accused. Lastly, the victim's family was represented by Learned Counsel Mr. Daniel Joroge and Learned Counsel Mr. Hezekiel Awor. In support of his case, the prosecution called 42 witnesses and produced 81 exhibits. The prosecution case is that the first accused was at the material time the governor of Migori County, while the second accused was his personal assistant.
You don't have to pay upfront just to get your music on streaming platforms. With Rude Note Distribution.
County government of Migori. The prosecution presented evidence that presented evidence that proved that the first accused was in an intimate sexual relationship with Sharon, who was then a second year student pursuing a diploma in medical health at Rogo University. Sharon's mother, Ms. Melida Auma Rangili, who testified as PW30, testified that in the year 2017, she was living together with Sharon and her